Mr. Van Driesen, that's probably my favorite character other than Beavis to do the voice for. When I started doing that voice, I wasn't quite sure where I was getting it from, and then I remembered I used to be a musician, and I played with Sam Myers, and there was this guy from the Santa Barbara Blues Society there, and he was interviewing Sam. He just had this way of talking. He said, I remember him saying something like, "Sam, it must have been really wonderful for you, having grown up in the Deep South, to be able to travel to Europe and experience some of their culture and share some of your culture as well." They say great art is difficult to understand, but easy to enjoy.
Hey, Beavis. It's hard, but it's not like hard.
Yeah.
Very good, Butthead. That's right.
What are y'all doing? Choking your chicken? Come on, let's get to pruning. Mr. Anderson, there's probably been 5 or 6 people in my life that talked like that. I grew up in Albuquerque, New Mexico, actually, and it always seemed like every middle-aged authority figure had a Texas accent. I had a paper route when I was a kid. My brother and I had one. You'd go collect at the end of the month, door to door back then. We went up to the door, and the guy looked at us, you know, and so it was our first month collecting. He says, "Well, you ain't my paper boy." My brother said, "Yeah, well, I know your paper boy quit, and we're the new paper boys." And "Well, I know what my paper boy looks like, and you ain't my paper boy."
I would like nothing more than to kill you both with my bare hands.
There was a band director in 9th grade. I'm pretty sure he was an alcoholic, and he smelled like liquor in the morning, and he was just always, he was kind of shaking, always angry, always wound up. There was just this noise coming out of him. He was, what are you doing?
Look, I don't know what your problem is, but I simply cannot have students wandering the hallways during class, interrupting other classes, and giving prophecies of a great plague.
In animation, you always start out with the script, and then you storyboard.
Thank you, boys, for bringing Stuart's homework to school for him. He's so sick, he spent all night in the bathroom.
Really? Diarrhea?
Yes, I'm afraid so. Now, boys, come on.
The amazing thing about Beavis is it looks like anything goes, but it was the most controlled, specific animated project I've ever worked on.